Hello guys, welcome back to Selenium 4 with Java February 2025 batch online trading session 7. In today's sessions, I will primarily cover a few of the important aspects of Selenium WebDriver where you can get to know how to handle frames, how to handle Windows alert, how to capture the screenshot, what is headless browser testing, how to handle cookies, the importance of ByAll Locator in Selenium, and how to select an option from auto suggestive dropdown. So we'll cover about the frame first. So frame is nothing, right? But a frame is a web page which is embedded in another web page or an HTML document embedded inside another HTML document. So by look and feel, you will not able to visualize whether frame is present or not. So I will let you know what are the options and how you can identify the frame. But in case frame is there, and in case you want to do the operation inside the frame, first you need to identify the frame and handle the frame. Otherwise, it will throw that element not visible. That's the problem will happen. The frame is often used to insert content from another sources such as advertisement into a web page. The frame tags or iframe tag specifies a frame. Okay. So by visualize, user cannot detect the frame by just searching the page. So what are the options? You need to right click on the application using any of the browsers. It can be Chrome, Firefox, right? You need to open the browser, right click on the page, and after that if you mouse it over and just try to right click, and you will be able to see the option called reload frame. That means that there might be some frame available, but reload frame will only applicable for the particular section where frame resides. But what about it is not able to kind of mouse it over the appropriate sections? It does not mean that frame is not available in the page. So what are the other options? You need to press F12 button. After that you need to press Ctrl F. You need to search with iframe. Then in case you are getting a result with the tag name starting with iframe tag name, that means it is frame is available. So user can identify the total number of frame or iframes available in the web page. Like you can select something called divert.findElements by tag name iframe.size. That is the way you can get the size, how many frames or iframes available. Okay. And how to handle the frame? To handling the frame, there are three primary way. So you need to switch between the frames. So user have to use divert switch to .frame command, and user can use switch to .frame in the three mentioned way. One is switch to .frame index, where you need to give the index which will be numeric 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. In case you are having two frames, so index will be 0 or 1. But in case you are having n number of frames, so definitely you cannot use the index. So either you need to use frame name or frame ID or some web element reference. So this is the three options primarily you can use to handle the frame. Sometimes ID is not available, sometimes name is not available, or sometimes element reference is not available. Whatever is available, you can deal with that out of three options. Either with the frame indexing number, or the name or ID which is string format, or web element reference which is the web element format. So that is the way you can deal with the frame. So I will simply show you what is the way you can deal with the frame. So let's go to some sites where some frame is available. So this is the site where some frame is available. Okay. So how you can understood the frame? So right click, there is no reload frame options available. But here in this section, particular section, frame options available. So if you right click here, you could able to see reload frame. That means the frame is available. But you need to just move your cursor here and there. But only frame might be available for single section. So it is not possible to move your cursor here and there. So best way is press Ctrl F or right click, press click on the inspect element button, and then press Ctrl F. Okay, and enter iframe. You could see result is showing 1 of 1. But that iframe what does not mean that iframe present. But that iframe tag should be starting with the iframe. Here you could see the tag is starting with the iframe, means the frame is available here, right? And this is the frame, and inside that element all the element is available. So this is the frame. Okay, under the frame, right, some is available. So you need to first handle the frame. What is the frame? Some class number is there, only one frame is there. So sometimes frame name or ID might be there, but here name or ID is not available. Either you can use that class reference frame and tag, sorry, not tag, indexing, because only one frame is available, index will be 0. So that is the way we can handle the frame. So we'll see the coding part. Okay. So here before the frame, right, inside the frame, I need to just something drag and drop the element like that. So that is the operation also I can do within the frame. So what is that? How to do the drag and drop? So there's a actions class available in Java. We need to create an object or instance, and then we need to identify the source and target, and then we need to call drag and drop. Okay, and that methods available in the actions class, and then you can do the dragging and dropping. So let's go through here in the coding perspective. So this is the way I have created a object web driver and maximizing the driver, and I am passing the URL here. So let's do not handle the frame and let's try to do the operation, because these are the options available inside the frame, right? So let's right click, click on the inspect, and let's try to identify this particular 2 6 thing, drag. So what is the element ID? You could see ID is draggable. So I can create a object here, web element here, web element source element equal to driver dot find element by dot id. What is the id? Id is draggable. Okay, that is the way I have created a web element. So we need to import the web element from the org.opencode Selenium, and then similarly way I can create a target where I will be dropping that draggable item, right? So I will be creating something called target. Okay, here what is, let's inspect the target element. Okay, you could see ID is droppable, so I can identify it with ID is droppable. Okay, now I can create a method called actions class equal to new actions, and here I need to typecast driver. We need to import actions, okay, from the org.opencode.selenium. Now with that help of the actions object whatever created dot drag and drop, you could see that is the method. What is the importance? It will drag the source element and paste it to the target element. Drag and drop source and target dot build, it is coming from the again actions dot perform. Okay, that is the way I can do the dragging and dropping. So let's try to run the code. So my draggable option element is fine, droppable option element also fine, I already seen here, and I am going to the page and I am trying to perform the actions called drag and drop. So in case I am trying to run the codes, it will not work. Why? Because those objects are residing inside the frame, so I need to handle the frame first, but here I did not handle the frame as of now. So you could see it is not happening, and it will throw the error element not, no such element exception, right? You could see here no such element exception is coming. So in case my frame is there, how I can do it? So we need to call something called driver dot switch to dot frame. You could see as and when you are calling frame, all the options is coming, right? Index, name or id, or web element reference. So here I can go with the indexing because it is 0th index, only one element is there. So now you could see it should work. So it will open the page, it will go inside the frame, it will identify the draggable and droppable, and it will drag and drop. You could see it's happening and no such error. So that is the way we can do the dragging and dropping and handling the frame as well. But here in case you are having the frame ID or frame name, you can do it by the frame, but here we do not have the frame ID or frame, right? That one option is not available.
Hey, hi, Haradhan.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Huh.
But which item we are just dragging and dropping?
Yeah, this one, drag and drop, right? So source, this is we are calling as source, and we are dropping it to the target.
Okay.
So you could see that is the way I have given, right? The drag part. If you just used, I have created a source, right? And what is the class name? Parent level. This is the parent level class name, draggable ID, right? ID. So that is the way I have created a source with the ID, and target with the ID droppable. If you go here, this ID is droppable, right? And we are calling the actions, and we are creating the object or instance, and then we are uh, calling the method drag and drop boolean performance. That is the thing you need to remember, to drag and drop it. And handling the frame, either we can use the class name, right, or indexing name or id, or any web element reference. So here if you just go over to that frame, you could see, or maybe type with something control F iframe again. Okay, you could see this is class difference also available. So I can handle it with the class difference, handle the frame. So let's comment it out, this one, and let's try to handle the frame also with the class difference. Driver dot switch to dot frame. As and when you are pressing, you could see the option is coming called web element reference. Right here you can give again what is the web element reference. Driver dot find element by dot class name. What is the class name here? This is the class name, demo frame. So I can give it here, so it will still work. Okay, either index or name or id, frame name or frame like the element reference. You could see drag and drop is happening. So this is the way, right? In case your no such element exception coming, so might be couple of issue might be there. One is there might be some frame. So in case frame or iframe is available, you can go to that one and you can press and you can control F and you can search with frame or iframe. You need to see definitely not word. That frame or iframe should start with the tag name. That means inside that tag some element is there. So you need to handle the frame first. Okay, either with the indexing name or id or the class, object reference, web element reference. Then after that you are moving inside the frame, then you can do the operation within the frame element, not before that. Okay, and apart from that, in case you want to get the count here of the frame, how you can do it, again same way. If you want to get the count, so it will be driver dot find elements, okay, by dot tag name. What is the tag name of the frame? Is iframe. Dot size. It will be giving you the integer. Either you can create a variable and you can print it out as well. So that is also possible. So it will be 1. It will be printing out in the console as 1. Because only one frame is available. In case some page is having multiple frame, it will print out accordingly. It is giving 0. By dot drag name iframe. Driver dot find elements by dot tag name. What is the tag name? iframe dot size, right? Okay, that is fine. Dot size. Why? Driver dot find elements by tag name. Driver dot find elements by tag name iframe. I have given dot size. Method is not calling. Why? Driver dot find element. Some issue here. Tag name iframe. Yes, so that is the problem. Dot size. It is return type is integer, so I'll be storing some integer frame count, say, and now I'll print it out. drag and drop is happening, it is coming as 0. Still find elements by dot drag name. Let me check. Yeah, sometimes 0 also yeah, might be that it is available only indexing is giving, right? So might be decent changes. So frame count divert dot switch to dot frame. Okay, let's do it here. Divert dot find elements by dot tag name iframe dot size. Yeah, it is coming as 1 because here we are going to the frame, that is the reason it is not going, right? We are going already inside the frame and we are just calling after that, right? That is the reason it was giving 0 because inside the frame there was no frame, so it is giving 0. So definitely we need to first go to the page and we need to go, and in case within the frame we need to again check how many inside inner frame is available, so we need to go to the frame first, after that we need to run the query. So that is the way might be you can get again inner frame inside frame, how many frame is available within the frame. Okay, but outside if you check as and when you are going to the page and in case getting the count, so that is the way it is giving the correct count. So that are the couple of tricks. As and when you will be walking, right, you will be having some trouble and slowly you will be able to understand. Okay, no need to worry, just try play around with something and then you can get to know about something. Okay, then here in this context I will try to see what is the way you can capture the screenshot. After that I will take a pause and I will go for any questions. Okay, so next one is how to handle capture the screenshot, because that is a very critical item, especially for the testers, right? Whenever you are a manual tester, automation tester, API tester, does not matter, your evidence is the screenshot. Okay, so capturing the screenshot for test execution is one of the important script in any test automation which help user to identify the defect and problem by referring the screenshot. So Selenium WebDriver provides text screenshot interface to capture a screenshot of the web page when exceptions or error occur during the execution of the code. So here you need to remember that it is not only that only for failure part you need to capture the screenshot. So without the screenshot your test is not good. So whether it is also passing, still you need to provide the evidence as a screenshot, right? So before the steps, after the steps, any kind of highlighted element, new web page is opening, drag and suppose a drag and drop is happening, so before and after you need to capture the screenshot like that. So because that will give you the thing that something is right, something is not broken again. So in case you are having the screenshot, you can refer the screenshot, you can share with anyone. And sometimes the screenshot will be helpful to identify, right, to log as a defect in the Jira or ALM or Rally, wherever, or Azure, DevOps Azure, right? Because whenever you are logging a defect, you need to capture the screenshot, step by step screenshot, so that people can know. And with the screenshot also developer can understand what the problem, actual problem happens. Your product owner, business analyst might understand what the problem happened, what are the steps you have followed, what are the tests that you have given, right? So that is the way screenshot, right, is required, right, whenever you are doing any kind of testing, functional testing or automation testing. Without the screenshot your test is not looks good. So test case can be passed, fail or anything, but your screenshot should be provided or captured to give the proper result and to certify that test actually works. So there are some possible scenario where user might need to capture the screenshot. There might be application issue, application failures, difficult to find the web element, right, or timeout or exception. Apart from that, as well as you have to give that your test case work before test case is passed. In case suppose say you are not having any screenshot and you logged a defect or bug and you write to developer, right, they might reject your bug because you do not have the screenshot, and they sometimes in small project, right, they might fix the code and you might change in the environment immediately, but you do not have the screenshot. So whenever next time you test it, you find that working fine. So you cannot blame that some defect has been claimed, or you cannot erase a defect. Even if you erase the defect also, it might be like cancelled or rejected. So that is the reason, especially in the tester journey, screenshot capturing screenshot is really important and really required. So what are the process to capture the screenshot? It is a primarily 3-step process to capture the screenshot. Okay. So first one is, right, you need to, there is a text screenshot interface is there. As the interface you cannot create the object directly, so you need to typecast the driver again. So you need to create an object. After that you need to call get screenshot as method to create an image file. Okay. And then you need to call the file handler class and copy method to write capture the screenshot in some place the screenshot in some destination file. So we'll see 3-step approach here. First I will, okay, so after drag and drop we need to capture a screenshot, and I will show you other method how to capture the screenshot every step, what are the way you can do it, all this stuff slowly. Okay, because screenshot is very important stuff in the framework. So says take screenshot. If you do not know, press this one and press Ctrl space bar. You could see it is coming interface, right? org.openq.selenium. Okay, sorry, where I have given accents. Okay, yeah, accent is the I think accent. Accents is the interface, not the class. Sorry. So similar text screenshot also interface. That is there is an accent class, right? We have to interface. We have to also typecast the driver. So accents also interface in the Selenium, not the class. So say given something called screenshot object. So add the interface. So you need to typecast equal to. So that is the stuff you need to remember. It is very unique only. To typecast driver. So that is the couple of stuff you need to remember to calling it. Okay, this is not unique always. So that is the first step. I am creating the object or instance for the screenshot text screenshot class. Then I need to give some source file, right, where I will be kind of temporarily getting the screenshot. So say I will be calling that one object dot get screenshot as. Okay, you could see it is coming from the text screenshot interface, where you need to give output type dot target, right? So it will be file type, and you need to store in some file. So what I will be giving output type dot file. Okay, so it will be a file class. I need to store it somewhere in the file class. So say file class, call it say src file, source file. Okay, and as we are calling the file class, we already see how to have the file class in the last session. So we need to import it the file class from the java.io package, not other package. Please do not use file class, import it from java.io package, that because the file class coming from the java.io. Then I can create some destination file where I will be placing the screenshot. So say destination file. Here you can give some file reference by your own. So where I want to place it, say new file, that is the way, and here you can give something, right, the path. So here I need to place the screenshot in the screenshot folder. Okay, so I need to copy that part, and I can give within the double quote and slash and screenshot name, say test.png. So that is the way I can create a destination file where I want to place the screenshot. Then I need to call the file handler class. So that is the third step, right? This is the third step. File handler class, then copy method, source and destination I will place. So file handler class, you could see it is coming from the selenium.org.openq.selenium.io package dot copy method, and from to. So from is source, to is destination, and do it. And here it is a file handler class, so we need to like throws declaration or surround with try catch block. So I will give some throws declaration exception, that is because in case you want to do with the like input output file operations, or else you need to go with some declaration throws exceptions, or you need to surround with the try catch block. Now let's try to run it. So here you could see In that screenshot there is nothing available, folder blank. Let's try to run the code and let's see whether after drag and drop is happening, screenshot is working or not, screenshot is capturing or not. Okay, it's, you could see drag and drop happen. Now here you could see there is a test png file created. If you open it, you could see screenshot is there, right? Drag and drop happened. Now what problem will happen in case I am giving some fixed name? So in case you are running the code, it will replace your screenshot because same name. So that's the problem. So you cannot give same name like that. Instead of that, you can give something, some time format, so that it will just unique always. So all your screenshot will be available in framework. After that, in case you are creating the framework size, you can remove couple of stuff, but always it should be unique screenshot, right? So what is the way I can do it? So let's do something till screenshot part. Okay, let's comment it out. What you can do? Okay, so you can try to give something which will be unique. So till Selenium part, okay, I can give, okay, thing, and I can try to concatenate, and also this png also I am trying to concatenate. Okay, that is the way I can concatenate. Okay, so this is the path, sorry, this is the path I am going to use. This path I will be capturing the screenshot, and .png my extension, that is good, but here I will be giving some thing. Okay, so what I can do, there is a system.current millis, so it will be millisecond format, right, always. So let's call system dot current, yeah, millis in time. So that is the way you can call it, and it will be always unique. System dot current millis. Okay, so you could see you are concatenating. This part will be, this is the by path, and this is my screenshot name. It will be unique because millisecond will be always unique in case you are running screenshot for 10 times, not the second part. And png will be extension, you can have jpg, whatever. Okay, let's try to run it now. So it is doing the same operations, and now you can go to the folder wherever I tried to continue. You could see now some format created, right? Drag and drop, but name is millisecond name, whatever millisecond format name is there, 729. And now if you run again, it will be capturing again screenshot with the different name. So you are not like replacing the existing screenshot, means every time unique screenshot is getting created, so you can validate any point of time. But here next question will come, that in case I need to create screenshot for 10 steps, so will I be calling this thing 10 times? No, right? So every time I need to create a new object also, or variable, right, name. So I am not creating like new thing. So what I will be doing, I will be creating a method, static method of the class level, and I can call that one, right? So whatever I will be doing, say do not public, give it public static void, say whatever method called take screenshot. Here I need to give some argument. So one is WebDriver dot string file path or screenshot name, right, whatever I can give it, still file. This is the argument I am giving. I will reiterate so that you can understand here. Okay, then now same thing I will try to copy it here. Let's comment it out first. Then I will change little bit. Okay, so same thing I am trying to place it here. Okay, so this is still fine. This will also still hold good, but destination file you no need to give all this path, because whenever you will be calling it, that time you can give the path. So here you can give this reference path for now, because this is the string already declared, so you no need to give within the double quote. Now here, right, again some error is coming, so within that particular text screenshot method I need to throw some exceptions. Okay, now it's good. It's public so that accessible anywhere. Static so that you no need to create the object. And void because it is not doing any return type. It is just capturing the screenshot, not doing any output return. It is capturing the screenshot and you can see it in the path. So I am providing the driver difference, that is the kind of objective of the screenshot. So there is no change you can do, and this is the any variable name you can give it, right? File path 1, 2 or file, anything you can give it. So by your own. Other step is still common. This two is all step is common, and here destination we are just providing that argument reference. Now I have created the screenshot. So it is static screenshot, static method. So what I do, I can now call that screenshot many times. So say after opening the page, I want to capture the screenshot, right? Dot take screenshot. You could see method is coming. Now here I need to give driver and the path. What path I can give? Same path. So that is the way you can create it. Let's change it. I think that will work. That is not required also. Yeah, that is the stuff systems driver. Okay, C drive. I need to colon and end with colon. Okay. Now same thing I can call it. Same complete thing I can call it after drag and drop happen. Okay. So that in case you need to change somewhere, you will be only changing the method level here, and you can call it n number of times. Suppose in case in the same class you are writing 10 steps where you need to capture the screenshot. So you need to just call that same thing. You do not need to call the whole line of code. And in case you need to update it only, you will be updating only one time. That is the beauty of the reusable method of the component in the real-time framework as well. Now let's try to run it. Let's see. In case some mistake might be there, we can fix it. Let's see. Because millisecond will be always unique. In case you want to capture the screenshot at the multiples like page level, so you can give the page reference also, and you can concatenate it with the millisecond format. Now you could see, go here and see whether, yeah, two more screenshot came. You could see this is the timestamp, right? 7:35. You could see one is after opening the page. That time no drag and drop happened. Just simply after opening the page, but no drag and drop happened. Okay, and next one after drag and drop happen, right? So that is the way I can have n number of screenshot in the step. So what I will do, I will create a static method same way only, where I will be providing the argument, which is the file path, and then I will be simply calling the class and the method, and I can provide the path only wherever I want to capture the screenshot and which format, PNG, JPG, whatever format. So that is the beauty of the method. So in the real time also you will be creating a method for capturing screenshot, and then you will be calling it n number of times, so that in case you need to change anywhere, you will just changing it here and you will be calling it in the relevant step. Okay, so that is the way we can deal with the screenshot. And here I already covered what is the way you can handle the frame, and what is the way you can drag and drop an element, what is the importance of the action interface, how you can create the object. Okay, so I'll take a pause, guys. Any questions? So whenever you're creating the method, you always need to remember access modifier, public, private, static, all this stuff. So automatically try to create the public except the encapsulation part, right? In case you are giving the non-access modifier static, so that you no need to create the object or instance. You can create a non-static method as well, but you need to create the object first. After that you need to call it. Then you need to give the return type. In case method is returning something, boolean, string, integer, you need to give the return type. In case just method is not returning anything but doing some operation, you can give return type as void. in the screenshot name, sorry, method name, and you can in the method name itself, right, you can pass some argument. After that you can give the body. In case it's static method, so that automatically what you can do, right, you can simply call the class, and if you press dot, automatically the static method will be called, and as a argument is there, you need to provide the argument accordingly, because there are two argument, driver and the screenshot path. So you are just giving it, and you are getting unique screenshot. And in case you are having multiple pages, so every pages you can give some page name, and then every pages you can capture the screenshot, so that automatically you can go to the folder path for the page levels, and you can validate the screenshot whether your like script is working accordingly or not. So that is the way capturing the screenshotting is very very important, whether it is passing or failing, that does not matter. Failing also you can analyze from the screenshot, so no need to navigate it again, because sometimes some flow might take minute time. So you can have the screenshot, right, you can easily verify it, and with the screenshot you can log the defect as well, so you don't need to again and again repeat it all this time. Okay, and for your right your that you also need to certify that you do the right execution through automation manual, whatever way, a functional way, right, you can provide the screenshot as a reference, and you can showcase it, you can share the details to your respective stakeholder, and you can certify that your code is working fine, your script is working fine, your application is working fine, and there is no other error with this evidence. I'll take a pause again, guys. Are you good? So this part just try to do couple of more time, yeah, the practice, then you can get the good confidence there.
Uh, so can you please give us one more example of iframe handling?
Yeah, iframe I told, right? Okay, so you can just search in the Google page like iframe couple of stuff. Okay, then in case some page is having some, there are three way iframe. Okay, first you need to go to the page. Okay, and you need to press inspect element or press control F12, sorry, F12 button, so automatically it will be going you like what are the different elements available. After that press control F and press iframe. In case some iframe is there, what does not matter, that some iframe what might be there, but in case something is tagging with iframe is a tag, that means that is a iframe is available in the frame, and you can just highlight it, so automatically it will show you what is the element there. So let's go there. Okay, so let's close everything. So this is the my iframe element, right? Press F12 button here simply. Okay, Windows F12 button here. Okay, and press Ctrl F, Ctrl F, iframe. Not here. Okay, you could see it is starting with iframe tag, just like div tag, class tag, anchor tag. It is starting with iframe tag. As and when is mousing over to the iframe section, you could able to see some section in the left side is highlighted. And now what is iframe? Only one element is available, so iframe will be indexing will be 0. And here you could see some class name. Sometimes there might be some name or ID. Okay, I will give some reference, maybe in case I am able to find some reference website as well. So you can just try to identify that way, either frame indexing or the in case some web element reference is there, or iframe name or class. So in case indexing, it will be right integer format, so no double quote. In case of web element, it will be like driver.find element by class name, ID, XPath, all this stuff, because it's a web element reference. In case name or ID, it will be within the string format, it is in double quote. After that, as and when you are like handling the frame first, after that you can go to the element and you can do the operation. Suppose in case inside the frame there is a web edit box, so after you handle the element, then you can identify the element and you can just add some value there, means with the help of the send keys. That will depend based on the web element type inside the frame, but you need to first go to that frame, otherwise your work will not happen. And in case you want to get the count, so as and when you are reaching the page, after that you need to call that like frame size. Okay, driver.find element by dot tag name iframe and the dot size, and that you can print it, so it will give you the size, because you need to first go outside the frame, then only you can get the frame count exactly, and before calling the frame.
Okay.
The next topics I will go, which is nothing but the how to handle the alert. So in case you already seen, right, and in case you are opening some pages, sometimes there might be some alert like pop-up might come, yes, no, okay, cancel. There might be something you can add, need to add something after that, you need to click okay, all this stuff. So this kind of alert, whenever something coming from the web page, you cannot right inspect them. So that is the main problem. You cannot handle Selenium command, right? Normal Selenium command, all this stuff. So you need to handle different way. So for that, there's an alert interface available in Selenium, and there are a couple of methods available called like accept alert, dismiss alert, right? Get the text of the alert, all this stuff, and send keys of the some text in the alert window. This is the typical example of the alert. Okay, there might be some text, might not be. Sometimes there may be okay, cancel or yes, no button. Okay, so you can print the alert text. This is the text of the alert. You can add some value, and after that you can click on accept so that okay or yes button will be clicked, or and you can dismiss it with the help of the cancel or the close button. So alert is a small message box which display on-screen notification to give the user some kind of information or ask for permission to perform certain kind of operation. It may also be used for warning purpose. Alert in web page is Java properties, not the HTML properties, and that is the reason you cannot detect those elements through the element inspection. So, as alert in the web page is Java properties but not the HTML properties, hence element for the alert cannot be recognized through the element inspection. So you need to take help from the alert interface and the relevant method. So let's try to go to some sites. So this is the typical alert site. That part I think already shared as a right. What are the website you can use it? So this is the typical site. So now say I can click something called here, right? Click on JS alert. Okay, you could see only accept, you can accept the alert because okay button is not dismiss, or you cannot enter any value. But if you click here, right, you could see okay button, you successfully click on the alert. In case here it is coming okay and cancel. So you can either accept the alert or dismiss the alert, but you cannot enter any keys. And this is the text. I am a JS to confirm. This is the alert text. If you can click cancel, so you could see you click cancel. But this is the typical alert where you could have entered some value, you can get the text, you can accept the alert or you can dismiss the alert. So we'll work on that one. Now after opening it, if you press F12 button, so you cannot inspect this alert at all. Here you could see, right? You cannot inspect it. You need to click cancel, then only your button is visible. So let's first try to identify this element. Okay, so this is the button and there's the text available. So I need to first click XPath. Okay, what is the thing? Button. Tag name button button. What is the I can create XPath? Okay, text. Some text is available. Text equal to, what is the text name? Click on JS prompt. So that is the way I can create a XPath. Here you could see 1 of 1, right? So my XPath is created. So I can identify the element with this XPath, and I will click it first. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. I'll give the reference here and I'll click it. So means I have clicked on that, means my alert came, right? I'm clicking means alert came. Now I can try to enter some value in the alert. So what is the way I can do it? Here I already see, right? Driver dot switch to alert dot send keys. Driver dot switch to dot alert dot send keys. So say I can give something called 1 2 3, like that I can give it, and then I can accept the alert. dot accept. So it will accept the alert. Let's try to run the code first. Let's see what's happening there. So it will open the page. It will click on the button. Alert will be coming and value will be entering and accepting. You could see now here. You entered Haradhan 123 and you click on the OK button. That is that it is showing entered. But in case you are entering but you are dismissing the alert, so you will be showing nothing. Because it's actually cancelling it. Whatever entered that doesn't matter in case you are cancelling it. Right? So let's try that options as well. Driver.switch2.alert.dismiss dot dismiss. It is coming from the alert interface, runtime is void. So it is not printing anything, it is just doing the operations. But whatever Haradhan 1, 2, 3 I am entering, but it is clicking on the cancel button, so that is not taking. You are entering some value, but you are cancelling the operation. Okay, you could see that is the reason it is showing as null, because you are cancelling it. So these three things you already see. How to enter the value, how to accept the alert, and how to dismiss the alert. Now what I will do, I will get the text of the alert. So what is the way I can do it? Similar way is there, dot get text. You could see return type is string, so I'll be storing in some string. So string alert text, variable name I can give, and then I can print it out simply. And here I can change the value also, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now see what's happening here. So what I am doing, I am just printing the text, getting the text, printing it here. I am entering the value, okay, and I am accepting the alert. Or you can do that one later also after printing it the value. That is the best approach. Now let's try to run the code and see what's happening there. So it will open, click on that button, immediately alert will come. It will get the text and print it out in the console. After that, it will enter that Haradhan 1 2 3 4 5 6 and click on the OK button. So you could see fast happen. So Haradhan 1 2 3 4 5 6 coming. Now if you go to the console, you could see IMJS from, that is the text, alert text, right? If you click here, what is the alert text? IMJS from. So that text is getting printed here with the help of the get text. So this is the primary four thing. In some of the web pages, something you need to write to operation. Especially you need to get the text, or you need to some value, right, as a kind of password and other stuff. Sometimes some alert might be some password enabled, so you need to give the password. After that, if you click OK, so it will go to the next page. So you can accept the alert, or you can dismiss the alert, you can get the text of the alert, or you can enter some value in the alert text box. So this is the way, like alert interface will help you. And in the alert interface, there are primarily method is like divert.switch2.alert, dismiss, accept, get text, right, or send keys. So and that is the way you can handle the alert, because alert is a Java property, not the HTML property. So you cannot identify the element with the help of the inspect element, and you can only do it with the help of the alert interface and with the relevant in right methods, whatever is residing in the alert interface. Okay, so I will take a pause, guys, here. Any questions? Aniket, Rushar, Amrita, Ramkrishna.
No, sir.
One thing like that. So this is alert window, right? So earlier it used to come like that, messages and all, right? So model window and all. So both will be same, right? On the switch you can use, right?
Yeah, it will differ, right? In case you are able to identify with the help of the web element, then it is fine. But here it is Java properties. You cannot, web element inspection button will not be enabled there. But in case web element inspection button is enabled, so you can inspect it and then you can do the operation based on the inspection, right? After throwing it to web element difference. But this is the alert is coming in something with Java, but not the HTML properties. So web element options will not be enabled. Then how can I identify the alert? Only through the alert interface. Okay. Okay, good. I'll go to the next thing. Next thing is the headless browser testing. I'm not sure whether you have heard the term. Anyone heard it? Headless browser testing? That is really required in the framework. In most of the framework, right? Whatever execution you are seeing, that I don't want to see it. I want the result. Why? Because in case you are like a browser is opening, all this stuff is happening in the UI, right? It might decrease your performance of your thinking. It might take 10 minutes, but you just want to visualize the execution at the back end, and you want to get the result. So it might take 7 minutes, 6 minute time. So you can save your memory and utilization. So that is the way, right? Your execution will be there, but you will not actually it not will open the actual execution like skin by skin. But actually in the background it will be there because it is not opening the GUI, but still all the operations happening. That is called headless browser testing. So definitely interviewer will ask the questions here. What is headless browser testing? What is the advantage here? What are the drivers support headless browser testing? Okay. So performing test execution of the web application without opening a browser is called headless browser testing. The headless browser acts similar to the normal web browser. User have full control over the web pages loaded into the headless browser. The only difference is that user will not able to see the graphical user interface of the GUI execution actually. That will be done in the backend. So sometimes user have no options other than headless testing. When user machine does not have a GUI or you do not have the browser set up at all for your application, how you can do it? So you can go with the headless browser testing. So it is recommended to use the headless browser testing when tests are executed in parallel, as user interface based browser consume a lot of memory or resources. So headless browser can be used for the server side performance testing too. Anyone can run test case using headless browser, then it will go get the best result in just faster. When tester have to run test cases on the remote machine or server where there is no browser installed, which does not have any browser, but still user have to execute those test cases, then can try the headless browser testing. Okay, there are a couple of examples of the headless browser driver is used: HTML unit, Ghost, Phantom.js. Also Chrome also you can make it headless. Means it will not execution you will not able to visualize. It will not open the browser and other stuff, but in backend you will do the operation, you can get the desired result very faster. So apart from HTML unit, Ghost, Phantom.js, Chrome, like Zombie.js or OATR driver is available, but primarily will be using Chrome and HTML unit only for the headless browser testing. Other part you don't need to worry about that. Okay, what is HTML unit driver? So HTML unit driver is the lightest weight and fastest implementation headless browser testing for the web driver. There are so many drivers like Chrome driver, Firefox driver, G-code, Safari driver, all this stuff. But HTML unit is the lightest weight among all the driver, so it will work fast. It is based on HTML unit. It is known as headless browser driver. Some other name is headless browser driver, HTML unit driver. It is same as Chrome, Firefox driver, but it does not have any GUI. Some of the important key features is like support HTTPS and HTTP protocols. It support HTML responses. Okay, support cookies, proxy server support, excellent JavaScript support. It has the ability to determine whether like falling response from the server should throw exception or should be returned as the page is of the appropriate type. So what is syntax? Web driver equal to new HTML unit driver. But here one thing you need to do. You cannot use HTML unit driver because you need to add the dependency for that. So how can you do it? You need to go to that right Maven repository site. Okay. This is the Maven repository site. I already told you to add the dependency for Selenium Java or Web Driver Manager, but Web Driver Manager is not required right now. Selenium Java will be fine. The dependency, whatever 4.28 or 27 like that. So if you type something HTML unit, just enter something HTML unit driver. Press enter. Okay, you could see HTML unit driver is coming. HTML unit driver. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is coming HTML unit driver. Click on that one and click of the any version and click on that whatever dependency is there. So I already added that. Copy it and just go to the pom.xml file whatever I showed and just add it under the dependencies here. I have already added it. Okay, you could see Selenium HTML unit driver. So that is the stuff you need to add it. Apart from Selenium Java dependency, nothing is required. Other dependency section you could see, this is the only two dependency available. So you need to add it. Copy, and after the dependency section paste it and press Ctrl S, so it will just save it. And it will create some external dependency, Maven dependency, HTML. You could see HTML unit driver is got added, and you can call that now the important stuff. What I will do, let's copy this part. Okay, so what I will do here, instead of web driver, here new HTML unit driver, HTML unit, press Ctrl Enter, HTML unit driver. Okay, that's done, and you can maximize it, you can go it, but whatever way I am doing it here, I can print it out. SYSO driver dot get current URL, that is the you can validate it. Driver dot get title, so we'll try to print out the title and the right current URL. So it will not open any of the browser, it will just do the operation in the background, but it will give you the printout. So that is the way you can understand whether test case is passing or failing. You could settle faster compatible to that. It will not open any page, but it will give you the error. You could see a result. What is the current URL? Whatever current URL will be entered. What is the title of the page? Is internet, right? Because that is the internet page title, right? So this is the title of the page, the internet. So it is coming like that. So that is the way you can use headless. Then after that, whatever operation you want to do, you can do it, and it will give you the same result. Okay, now say I already using the Chrome and I want to make Chrome as headless. So what I can do, just comment it out this part. So let's call that similar way whatever Chrome was there. Okay, but here something we need to change it. We need to use Chrome options. It is there, so we need to, I already mentioned in the slide what is the thing we need to do. We need to create a first Chrome options. We need to call that one Chrome options. You could see this is the class coming from org.openkey.selenium.chrome. You can create some thing, right? Option variables here equal to new Chrome option. That is the stuff you need to do it. Then after that, what you need to do, you need to call that one options dot add argument, whatever variable you have created, option dot add arguments, right? And here you need to call that headless equal to new within the double quote. That is the fixed thing you need to do it within the double quote slash dot equal to true. That is the only thing you need to do. Okay, see what's the problem is happening. Options, okay, whatever variable you create dot add arguments, we need to close with that double quote. That's all gone, right? Now here same way you need to call the web driver and you need to keep that option reference here. That's all. Now we are making the Chrome driver as headless. Now same way it will work. It will not open the UI, but it will still give the result. Let's clear it out so that you can visualize it. Clear, everything clear. Save the code. Now run it again. You are not able to open see visualization, but you can get the result. You could see it's still coming. So that is the way you can make it headless. So definitely HTML unit driver better driver, but in case still you want to use Chrome, but you want to make it headless for the faster execution and for the less memory consumption, less memory utilization, less CPU utilization, you can do it headless. Everything will be working same way. Especially in the real time parallel distributed testing, nobody want to see the execution because they will be enabling in the night mode, right? In the night you will be just in a kind of enabling the CI/CD pipeline, and in the morning you want to get results. So your objective is not to open the browser to avoid the consumption. In case you are using multiple thread to execute, definitely in case execution happening, it will slow down the speed. But you don't care about that opening the page because you don't want to, you want to go for unattended executions. So your objective is to get the result, right? Not like the C. So that is the way you can make some driver as a headless. Especially Chrome driver, you can do it, and you can use the HTML unit driver to make it headless. So that your CPU utilization will be less, the memory utilization will be less, your execution will be faster, and we get all the desired result based on the same way only, and it will be much faster. Okay. Any questions here?
Sir, in PPT, argument pass is equal to new, and we have written is equal to true in code. So
Yeah, that is still work also. Okay, you can use new also. Headless equal to true or new, whatever.
okay.
Okay.
And sir, when page scrolling or pop-up is there, so in that case also headless will work.
Yeah. Same code you need to use in a page calling code.
No, but like in page scrolling, page should be there, or while
Yes, no, exact same code you need to use it.
okay,
But you will not able to visualize the execution. It's the exact same code. There is no change of the code. Only that is the changing part. This is the changing part. Only till this part. Otherwise, exact same code you need to use it.
particularly used for to save memory.
Yeah, right. Because execution will be happening in the background. There is no change, but you will not able to visualize. You don't want to visualize, and you don't want to use memory, right? Because in case you want to do it using 9 times faster parallel way, so in case the 9 is opening, definitely it will be memory consumption will be more, right? And execution will be less, very limited. It will not be faster. So that is the way reason. So we want to make it headless. Yeah, that is the stuff definitely in the real time framework you will be using, and definitely in case you are going for interview, that thing they will be asking it. So in case you are able to understand this code and these 3 line, it will be helping. 3, 4 slides. You can give all the thing. Any other questions, anyone? Ramkrishna, are you good?
Yeah, till now I'm quite good. I'm seeing that.
But practice it is looks like it is easy, not easy so much. In case you are doing one blunder, it will be problem. So practice is required, right?
Actually, need to go for it like this headless and what.
Uh-huh.
So I'll just want one thing that headless you are telling, right?
Huh.
So it is like that. That is without UI we can do the.
Yes, suppose say
testing, right?
some of the remote machine there is no browser setup at all, right? Still you can do it. Especially in case you deal with the Unix system, right? You see that there is no browser setup at all in the Unix system. So you can use HTML unit driver and you can do the execution for that also. So there are a couple of advantages. Okay. And in the real time also in the CI/CD pipeline we used to do headless mode only mostly. Not mostly 90% cases. So that will be much
And
faster.
as you saw that, and as you shown that Chrome options, right? It is a class it seems, right? Chrome option
Yeah, Chrome options class, right?
class, correct. Understood.
Okay, cool. Then I'll be going with something called cookies. Okay, so cookies, I think you already know what is cookies. Okay, so in case you are something called traversing through mobile, right, or any kind of web, any opening any browser, you are doing some operation like you are opening Google page, Facebook page, and all this stuff. So your everything will be stored in cookies. In mobile also, in case you are opening any browser, right, after that you are searching something, suppose in Facebook you are searching something, you could be able to see it is visible in the history part, right, or something. So that other stuff will be stored. And because why? Because that is the way, right? Even if you type, suppose if you open any site, say Google, if you after that, or Facebook, if you type FA, it will be Facebook page will be showing you a suggestion. Why? Because it is stored in the cookie. So why cookie plays an important role in the automation? Suppose say in the real time end to end, okay, that you need to cover 10 pages. Okay, so if you get the report of the cookies, that what are the pages you traverse, so business user from the cookies standpoint, they can validate that out of 10 important pages you only validated 6 pages, so 4 pages is missing. So these 4 pages you need to cover it out. So give the overall right way how the your code coverage is there from the cookies. They can tell you what are the skin is not covered in the automation standpoint. So cookies are files stored in local computer or containing information submitted by the website visited by user. The information is stored is key value pair combination. You already see the hash map, right? Key value pairs combination, and allows a particular website to customize its content as per the user. Every time user loads the website, the browser sends the cookies back to the server to notify the website of the user previous activity. Cookies have a specific lifespan demanded by the creator. Okay, at the end of this, a cookie becomes expired. So what is the capacity? So in case you are your mobile, right, you cannot see maybe maximum 20, 30 like that. Okay, so in case your limit is suppose say 100, you are setting it up, right? So that 100 cookies will be only stored, and in case you are searching 111th website, that will be stored, but whatever stored at the first, that will be removed. So that is the way. But cookies are case sensitive. In case you want to store something as a uppercase, but lowercase will be different, but not same, because cookies are sensitive. Okay, so cookies are domain specific, right? A domain cannot read or write to a cookie created by another domain. This is done by the browser for security purpose. You already seen, right? You are creating, you are just kind of having some website as a favorite. You can create multiple folder as well, and you can store it with multiple folders same favorite. So cookies are browser specific. Each browser stores the cookies in different location. The cookies are right. So a cookie created in one browser will not be accessed by another browser because it is only browser specific. So whatever cookies you are creating in the Safari, it will not be there in the Firefox or the Google Chrome, and also it will also kind of case sensitive, and maximum capacity of the cookies also need to be there. And in case you are having capacity 100, I already told, but in case you are traveling another 2 pages 102, so first second will be removed from the browser history, so that it cannot go outside the limit. That is the way your old one will be replaced by the new one. So what are the methods available? Cookies: add cookie, get cookie name, delete all cookie, delete cookie name. Okay, so you can add some cookies, right? So whenever you are traversing to a page, you can get all the cookies. Okay, and you can get the cookies name, delete all the cookies, and delete cookie name. So whatever I told, right, in the last as a couple of days. So as and when you are opening the browser, so your first job is to remove all the cookies. In case you do not want to store, you need to create something from the phrase. So what you need to do? First thing, let me show you the real-time framework. So whenever you are creating an object or instance, so couple of stuff you need to do. First thing, okay, so I'll show you. As we are maximizing the browser, so you can call something called driver dot manage dot delete all cookies. So let's delete all cookies as and when you are opening the page. After that, you try to load something, and here in the real time, you can, after opening the page, you can give something called timeout. Implicit time, that is called, right? You already heard that term called implicit time. Driver dot manage dot timeouts, and here you can give the timeouts dot implicit wait. Implicitly wait. Here you can give the time unit, right? Say 30 seconds I want to maximum wait. Otherwise, it will throw the error. In case object page is still not loaded. Dot seconds. What is the unit you want to give it? So that is the real time you need to give it. After that, you start your work. Implicit time why I am giving, so that in case your page is not loaded 30 seconds, then only throw the error. So you are giving as maximum to wait for 30 seconds. You can give it for 1 minute. I already told, right? That what is called method overriding. So in the base class you can give some 30 second, 20 second like that. But in one or two page, you know it might take 1 minute, 2 minutes. So you can, for that particular page, you can give that implicit time as 2 minutes. So that in case it is not waiting for 2 minutes, in case after that still your page is not loaded visible, then it will throw the error called no such element exception. So that is the way you can do it. Now I will add the cookie. Okay, after opening all this stuff. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to give something called cookie class. You can create something called cookie1 variables equal to new cookie, and here you need to give something called that key value pair combination. So first thing is that I am giving the cookie name Google, right? And here you can give the key value pair combination and say www.google.com. So one cookie I have added. So you need to import the cookie class from the Selenium. org.opencube.selenium. Always do it, not other thing. Selenium thing package, right? Then what I can do is I can need to add okay, driver dot manage dot add cookie, and here you can give the cookie reference. So that is the you can create the cookie. So in case you want to create multiple cookie, say cookie 2, so say Facebook, cookie 3, say Rediff, so that is the way whatever required you can write add it. Apart from that, whatever also you using, sometimes that will be also added. Now you added this all cookie. Now what is the way you can get the cookie details? What is the way you can get the details? So I can print it out, try to print in the consoles. So again, driver dot manage dot get cookie name, get cookie by name. You could see here, get cookie by name. What is the cookie name? I can give you here whatever cookie I have stored. So say Google, and then I need to press dot. After that, you could see there are a lot of things coming. You can get the domain name of the cookie, you can get the name of the cookie, get the path, get the value, all this stuff you can get it for the cookie. So you are adding one time, but you can get the other stuff for the cookie. So let's try to get the domain of the cookie. So that is the way, right? You can get all this stuff, get the name, get the path. So you need to give it valid www.facebook www, right? That is the part. HTTP path is not required here. Get the path. Now let's try to run it. Now go here. Okay, you could see the domain, whatever domain. This is the domain, whatever already there. Then name Google, then slash path, because that is the slash is added. So that is the way you can just deal what are the way it is giving all this stuff. Okay, here you can change it to Google page, so it will be giving you the Google path. Because that is the first time it is taking the whatever default page is open generally. So you need to sync with that one. After that, in case you want to get all the cookies at the same time, you can just use the set. You can give a try here to get all the cookies in a single start. Driver.manage.get cookie, then you need to call the set and this part. Just copy that part, it will work. Whatever value, all the cookie at the same time. So it is get cookies, and it is for get cookie by name, and delete cookies and delete all the cookies by name and add cookies. These are the primary 5 methods available to deal with the cookies, so that you can get to know what are the pages traverse, right? So here you can add the what are the pages traverse. So that report you can give it to anyone, especially your developer, your product owner, your or business analyst, so they can understand that. But maybe they are expecting us to validate to 20 pages, but you have only given 10 pages. Sorry, 20 instead of 25 pages, you have only focused 20 pages. So they can let you know that this is the coverage missing. So you need to add more test cases like that. As and when some end-to-end flow is happening, so you can get to know how many pages to covers. So that is the way they can understand that what is the missing part. So that is the main importance of the cookie in the real-time framework. Any questions here? Okay. So whatever I am covering today, definitely after learning, in case you want to go opt for some interview, those are the questions will be coming here, and you can simply give the information, right? With the whatever practice it and go through the slides, it will give you the ad hoc information, adequate information. Then one of the important thing is like called ByAll Locator. You will not find many material, or you will not hard it even. Very less video and other stuff is available, but I have used in my couple of projects, so that is the reason I am trying to cover it. Importance here. So say this is the page I am using. Say Google page. I want to enter something here. Okay, I need to press F12 button here. I need to place my cursor here, so you could see something class is there. Okay, some ID is there. Okay, some name is there. Whatever I can use it. But in case say class is getting changed. Okay, but you need to change it again. But in case I know that something there's a probability of changing, I can give two element reference at the same time. But with the help of the driver.find element, it is possible to give same element time difference out of 8 element locator. No, it is not possible. Either or. Anything works, it will work. So that is not available because it will only work for one element type, element locator. Either ID, name, class name, XPath, look, all this stuff. But you cannot use multiple element locator at the same time. So what is the best way? You need to use the ByAll Locator. So ByAll is an extra special locator in Selenium WebDriver which helps user to find the element based on the given locator. Locator could be any other type, ID, name, class name, text, partial, text, CSS. So ByAll Locator tries to find the element using the first locator. If the element is not present, then it will go for the second element locator, third element. But what is the wait time? It is whatever implicit timeout is given, that is the wait time it will take, and so on. And after that, in case suppose 4 element locator you going, but 4 is not working, it will throw you the error that no such element exception found. Let's try to implement it. Let's try to have the code. Let's change that URL to Google, and here let's change that element locator as 10 second. Okay, now instead of divert.find element, I will do some different approach here so that I can use multiple stuff. Okay, what I will do, driver dot find element again, instead of by dot all this stuff, right? I'll be using new ByAll. Okay, here I can use something called by dot name. I can give something Q. What is the name of the Q? Is Q here. Then I can give here, I can give comma, say again by dot ID. What is the ID? Name is already, you could see this is the Q, right? What is the name here? Q. What is the ID? ID, this is the ID. I can use that one. Then comma, I can use by dot class. What is the class name here? This. So I can use either of them. I can end with semicolon. So I need to import that ByAll from the Selenium. Okay, so I can use it, and then I can use dot send keys. Say in that particular Google page I want to enter something, Selenium. That's all. Okay, now say it will work because all are correct only. So by name also correct, ID also correct, class name also correct. So it will simply work. There is no other way. Because all three are work, right? It is entering. Okay. Now say I have given name as incorrect. Now what will happen? Can anyone tell me? I already explained. What will happen? I have given name as incorrect. It should be Q, but I have given Q1. So it's not matching. So it should not work. So what will happen?
It will look for the ID element.
Yeah. But after which time?
After name is false, then it will go for ID.
No, that will go, but it will wait for 10 seconds. Because implicit time I have given 10 seconds, right?
Yes.
And after 10 seconds, it will give the second try.
Okay.
In case second is not working, after 10 seconds, it will give for third, and that's on, so on. Okay, so here is a link complete, direct link of the implicit time out, right? Now let's see. So it will go for the first try, wait for 10 seconds, and then it will go for the second try. Okay, it is not entering, it will wait for 10 seconds, and then it will go for 10 next try. Yeah, after 10 seconds enter. Now say in case your second part is still not working, something given, so it will wait for first 10 seconds, second 10 seconds, and after that 30 seconds it will try to enter the say third one. In case none is working, then it will throw the error, no such element exception. It will wait for 20 seconds, then it will try for the third one. So that is the way you can use multiple stuff at the same time with the help of the ByAll Locator. Divert.find element by dot not like that. Instead of that, new ByAll, and you can use whatever 8 element locator, whatever available. Okay, you are seeing after 20 seconds working. But let's give it third as also failure. Like that, whatever, because it will fail. Now after 30 seconds it will throw you the error, no such element exception. So, but in case anyone is correct, it will first try for the first one, second one, third one, and so on. Nothing is working, then it will throw the error called no such element exception, because whatever element reference you have given, web element locator reference, but nothing is working, matching exactly. So it will wait for that implicit time for every element locator, and it will after that it will give you the error called no such web element exceptions. After waiting for 30 seconds here, it is still working. You could see red button is still enabled, not completed. So after 30 seconds only it will work. So in case you are giving us, you could see now it is got. Okay. Which line number? Line number 40. Session class 7, 40 line number. What is the error? No such element exception. But in case anything is correct, it will not matter. In case first one is correct, it will not go for the second one at all. Immediately it will do the operation. Immediately it will enter, right? So first, second, third, and so on, but it will wait for the implicit time. Okay, are you able to clear it, guys? Any questions here? Because this is a very new thing.
Here it is implicit wait. So in case of explicit, right? What will happen?
Explicit is different. Explicit is different. Okay, I will be just telling you because that is really required. So explicit is that instead of waiting for the whole page, you want to wait for a particular element, right? Then you can use explicit wait. Suppose say your page might take 1 minute to load, but you don't want to do all operation for all the element. Your objective is to do the operation for one element. Then you can just give some condition that as and when your element is visible, you can do the operation. You don't need to care about other element. That is called explicit wait. So you need to give some condition for that one. So it's used time, but it is specific condition. But here implicit means it will wait for whole page, right? But sometime I don't want to wait for the whole page, because on a particular pages there might be 200 elements, but I am dealing only one element. So as and when my that element is working, I'll do the operation, I'll go to the next page. Okay, you can understand the concept. And there, in the explicit wait also, there is another option called fluent wait, in case you heard it. Yeah, what is that fluent wait? So in the explicit wait, you are giving us 30 seconds as the explicit wait time for an element to be visible. So in the 30 second, maybe you are having some problem with your internet connection, right? Your internet connection was through all this stuff, so it was not working. But it is not like the element is not visible. So explicit wait also might fail. Okay, but you can give some fluent wait, say interval. Like in the 30 second, you want to give the interval as 3. So in 30 second, every alternate 10 second, it will try for a one round. So though you are giving a 30 second, but you are giving the interval as 3. Okay, so it will work for 3 interval. And in case any of the interval is working, so it will not be pass, false, fails, right? It will still pass. So that is the concept of implicit, explicit, and the fluent way. Yeah, other concept is still fine in case you just have someone asking, but yeah, that is code is a little bit difficult, so I'll try to cover it. Okay, some videos is there, you can go through later point of time. Okay, once you enable all this stuff. Okay, that is little bit advanced part, so later you can learn it. Okay, this is the concept whatever I have given, just you can remember this concept.
Sir, I have a question. Like, what is the ideal practice in real time? Can we use this
Yeah.
locator in OLX?
Yeah, ByAll Locator you can use whatever way. You can use driver to find element, but in case sometime you already know that couple of pages, right? There might be a probability that something might get changed frequently. Okay, those cases you need to use ByAll Locator. Give him multiple
So it is not recommended to use in OLX.
No, not all. Because sometime in case your ID might not get it, but for specific pages wherever it might, there's a probability of might changes, so you can use 2 or 3 options so that your script will not fail, your maintenance effort will be reduced, right?
Yeah.
What is the requirement here? Because your maintenance effort you want to reduce. Say today you are working 10%, you can write 1000 test case, but after that you will be having only 1 or 2% to maintain your code. But in case it's breaking, right? Because say in the real time for the whole regression you will be getting only 5 days time to share the result. But in 5 days your everything is breaking, then how will share the result? So that is the reason. For the long term benefit, you need to see that what is the way your maintenance will be reduced, so that your code tabulation will be always there and you can share the result anytime. That is the main benefit want to provide, right, as part of the ROI or return on investment. That less maintenance effort we need to think about that, so that we can give the result with very minimal days. Why we are automating? Because we want to get my whole suite to be executed within a couple of days with very minimal resources, with very minimal manual intervention. That is the main objective of the automation, with different data coverage, with different permutation combination. Right?
Yeah, but
Okay, so last topic from today's will be covering called how to select an option from the auto suggested drop down. So you already seen, right, especially in the Google page, in case you are giving something, right, some of the text area, right, it will be giving some suggestion. But from the suggestion, in case you want to select something, what is the way you can do it? So while user navigating to any software website with search box, that search box shows auto suggest list when user types some word inside its. Simplest example of Ajax auto suggest drop down is Google search suggestion. When user types something inside, it will show them a list of suggestions from where user can select based on their demand or requirement or need. There will be some expert pattern, but it will be same across the common. But the main problem is that every time you are selecting something, it will vary. Okay, let's see here. So today I am selecting Selenium, right? You could see it is coming as Selenium sample website is the top. Okay, but I am selecting Selenium interview question now. Okay, and then again I am going to Google Batch and again type is Selenium. Okay, you could see now Selenium interview question is starting at the top. So no one can guarantee how many options will be available and what will be top and other stuff. So that is the problem, because whatever is used last, that will try to provide you the top. Now I am selecting something Selenium injections, okay, right, or Selenium whatever, Selenium WebDriver I will type, right, and I am selecting, it is coming as Selenium WebDriver at the top. Now I am selecting Selenium WebDriver Maven, and then I am going back again. I am again trying to Selenium WebDriver. Now you could see it's coming as Maven because its color also getting, because you only used last time. So that is the, it will vary. Okay, so now I could, how I could handle all this thing, how I can get to know how many suggestions is giving, and how I can select any suggestion from this list. Okay, so let's type something called Haradhan A automation AU, right? So how many lists is coming? My YouTube channel is also coming. Haradhan automation library 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, total 7 option is there. So I want to print how many option is there. Okay, so how can I do it? Okay, same thing I can use. Okay, that is the thing I am printing out simply. Okay, opening the page and I am entering some value, and then here I need to wait for some time, right? Because after entering it will wait, takes some 1 or 2 second time to give you all the list of options. So driver, sorry, thread dot sleep, I need to give hard coded sleep. So 3 second, 30 millisecond I can give it. Okay, so it will, all the options will be visible. Now what I'll do, I will try to find all the elements. Driver dot find elements, it will be elements. Here I will be using by.xpath. So it will be giving me the xpath I will be doing it. Here it will be giving me the list of web element, list of web element. And here I can give some variable name called options, and here I will give the xpath. Okay, so let's see, let's try to right click here, inspect, and let's see any of the options. Xpath will be a common here, that is the thing. You could see the parent class name is showing as this one, so I think that is will work. You could see total 13 is there, out of which some might be hidden. Okay, so total 13 option is coming, some might be hidden. Or you can go with the parent class. Yeah, it is coming as 12 now. Go to the parent class, or you can go to that class as well. Let's see what's happening there. It is coming as 4. Not, this will not work, this parent class might work. This is the class we can use, right? So it is giving 1 of 13, right? So I can use that xpath here, starting with div. So what I'll do, // div @class equal to div @class
Bracket is extra.
okay, sorry. Yeah, it is coming as 10 element, right? So that is the way I can create it. Now I already stored in list of web element. Let's import that list here. Now I can create how many count, right? Total count is coming. Let's do it first. Dot, what is the method? Size. Let's first do it. Oh, sorry, I've given wrong one. That is the reason it's coming as 13. Okay, with the class. Sometime hidden part will be also there. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It will be same only. Express will be still same. So I can just change it to another automation and see how many is coming. So it will give you the hidden thing also. So should be 10. Yeah, 10, right? Now here I want to kind of click something from the options. See what is the way I can do it. Similarly, I think whatever way I already used, like for loop integer I equal to 0, I less than, what is less than this option dot size. Size is say 5, so it will go till 6 4 I plus plus. Okay, if options dot get of I for every I dot get text dot equal ignore case, whatever way you have learned so far. Say some automation library, then I can give something called options of get of I again dot click or else break. As and when something is clicking, let's break it, no need to repeat it. That simple thing. So mostly common code we'll be using. Now let's try to run it. Let's see. So it will enter Haradhan A, it will give me one suggestion. Now I want to click Haradhan automation library. You could see it is clicking. Now some captcha is coming, that is different, but it's clicking. Now if you click on the captcha, it will be enabling that one, right? Whatever thing is there, right? You could see. So that is the way you can go with that one. Okay, so let me refresh one more time. After that, in case you are having any questions, I will repeat it. So today I have tried to cover how to handle frame capture, screenshot, alert, headless browser testing, cookies, element, ByAll Locator, and how to select an option from auto suggestive drop down. So frame or iframe part, in case something is available, you can just inspect the element and you can press Ctrl F, search something frame or iframe. In case something is starting with the tag frame or iframe, then you need to handle it fast, right? Either through frame index or frame name or ID or the frame web element reference. After that, if you go inside the frame, then only you can do the operation of the element. So here I already show you how to create the object for the extends interface. You typecasting driver and there is a drag and drop method where you can drag and drop an web element as well. So yeah, and frame and all this stuff is covered here. Capturing screenshot is really required for any kind of like testing project, whether it's automation, right, functional or API, that does not matter. Whenever your test case is passed or failed, so always you need to capture the screenshot to provide the generic stuff, and from the screenshot you can show the evidence that is passed or in failed. With the screenshot you can log a defect as well. Okay, so it's 3-step process. First you need to create the object for the text screenshot interface. Then you need to call the get screenshot as method. Then you need to call the file handler class in the copy method. So that is the you can capture the screenshot. In case you are having some alert, right? Because alert is not a HTML property, it's Java property. So you cannot inspect them with the help of the inspector element, locator inspector, right? So you can use the alert interface, and there is 4 methods available: accept alert, dismiss alert, get the text of the alert, or send some keys to the alert. And headless browser testing is nothing but in case you want to do some performance testing where no GUI is there, right? You can do the headless browser testing. It will be much faster and it will be less memory utilization, less CPU utilization, So HTML unit driver you can use it. Apart from that, you can go for Chrome as an headless browser testing. Okay, apart from that, Ghost, Phantom JS, like Zombie, okay, Zombie JS, web driver we can use as headless browser testing. But two things is fine: HTML unit driver or Chrome browser. So HTML unit driver is the lightest storage browser driver. So you need to add the dependency in the pom.xml file. After that, you can use web driver equal new HTML unit driver, and then you can similar way you can do it. So it will not open any UI, but you can still work. And Chrome also you can do it. You need to use the Chrome options. You need to add the argument headless equal to new or true. That will work. Okay, cookies is nothing but like in case you are traversing some website or other stuff, so it will be storing all your history, right? It will be like key value pair combination, right? What is the kind of right? I could say that URL and what is the title of the cookies, like that is the way. So you can get the cookies, you can add the cookies, you can get cookie by name, you can delete all cookies, or you can delete cookie by the name. So that is the stuff you can cookies information you can get it. Cookies path, cookies right URL, all this stuff you can get it for the cookies. ByAll Locator primarily use those cases wherever there is a probability that something might change, element locator might change. So you can, instead of one element locator, you can use multiple element locator, so that your like kind of maintenance cost will be reduced, and there will be less chances of the failure in case something got changed, other might work. Here you can use the implicit time out, right? So that it will wait for the time, after that it will go for the second and third, so on. An explicit timeout I already mentioned, right? In case you want to, instead of waiting for the full page, you want to wait for a particular web element, you can use the explicit timeout. And in explicit timeout, you can use the fluent timeout. So in case you are giving 30 second explicit timeout, but you want to check for 2 or 3 intervals, so you can give the fluent timeout interval as 10 seconds. It will try for 3 options. And in case something is not working, so in case it will go for all the options, in case still not working, then it will just fail the test case. And auto suggestive drop down selection is like Google page. So in case you are typing something, it will be giving all the suggestions. So you need to wait for a minute, wait for a second or two, so that all suggestions will be listed out. And there will be unique XPath for all the options. So you need to just get the count how many suggestions is available. So here it will give you that like kind of hidden element as well. After that, from that option, in case you want to select something, you can do the code and you can select it, and you can go to the next page. So that is the thing, important stuff today I have tried to cover it. And next session onward I will cover two. Next session is for the test engine framework. So your framework will be starting from the next session onward. 8 and 9 I'll cover on the test engine framework. 10 and 11 I'll cover on the data driven keyword and hybrid framework, and last session I'll be covering on the BD framework guys. So that's all from today's sessions. We'll connect in the next week. Thank you.